Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today we'll be doing exercise number 6.2 whose sums are based on BPT theorem, which I already discussed in the previous video, and in the upcoming video I'll be discussing the weightage of this chapter in your exams. So let's start. Hello guys, welcome back. The basics of this chapter and BPT theorem are already discussed in the previous video. If you haven't seen it, you can get the link from the description. Before starting exercise 6.2, I would like to recall few more concepts on BPT theorem. In BPT theorem, we already know that if DE is parallel to BC, then the other two sides will divide in the same ratio. That means AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. Now, I'll show you two more concepts in which the other two sides will divide in the same ratio. Now, in the same case, let's take a triangle ABC in which DE is parallel to BC. So, DE is parallel to BC. So, now I can tell this side divided by the whole side, same with this divided by the whole side will be in the same proportion, nothing but AD by AB is equal to AE by AC. In the first case, it is this divided by this is equal to this divided by this, nothing but AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. Now in second case, it is AD by AB is equal to AE by AC. Third case I will tell you. So once again I will draw a triangle A, B, C, D, E. So DE is parallel to BC. In this case, I can tell this divided by this, same way here this divided by this will be in the same proportion. Say nothing but DB divided by AB is equal to EC divided by AC. In these three cases, these three all divide in the same proportion. So these all satisfy the BPT theorem. Now we will see what is converse of BPT theorem. Nothing but the reverse of BPT theorem. Same way I will show with you a triangle ABC and this line is intersecting at AB and AC. So the given is that they have already told that AD by DB is equal to AE by AC, AE by EC. So this line divides in the same proportion. So I can tell that DE is parallel to BC. The theorem says if a line divides any two sides of a triangle in same ratio, then the line is parallel to the third side. In this you can see the line is DE which is dividing AB and AC in the same ratio, nothing but AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. So I can tell that DE is parallel to BC. Now in BPT theorem what it was, they gave this is parallel, we proved that this divided by this is equal to this divided by this, but in converse of BPT theorem they gave this divided by this is equal to this divided by this, then we can tell that DE is parallel to BC. Now exercise 6.2, this is the first question, first subdivision. In the given figure, DE is parallel to BC, find EC. So they gave DE is parallel to BC and we need to find EC. So they gave AD DB AE. So let EC be X. So first we'll write the given. So they gave DE is parallel to BC and AD is what, 1.5 centimeter, and DB they gave as 3 centimeter, AE is equal to 1 centimeter. Now we need to find, to find EC, so let EC be X. So in BPT theorem, we already know when a line, this line is parallel to this, I can write AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. So writing AD by DB is equal to AE by EC by BPT theorem. So substituting the values, 1.5 divided by 3 is equal to 1 by X. Now cross multiply. So 1.5 into X is equal to 3. So X is equal to 3 divided by 1.5. Multiplication goes as division. Next, into 10 is equal to 30 by 1.5 into 10 is 15. It is 150. There is 1 point, so point gets removed. Now 15 ones are 15, 15 twos are. So X is equal to 2 centimeter. So this is the answer. So write EC is equal to 2 centimeter. In first question, second subdivision, you need to try on your own. Now second question. So it says E and F are the points on the sides PQ and PR respectively of a triangle PQR. For each of the following case, state whether EF is parallel to QR. Now first we need to draw triangle PQR. So triangle PQR. They told E and F are the points on PQ and PR. So on PQ, E is the point, PR, F. So PQ, E is the point and PR, it is F. So join these both. Then we need to show that EF is parallel to QR. So EF is parallel to QR. We need to show, means to prove EF is parallel to QR. Now they gave the information PE is 3.9. So I will write PE here, it is 3.9 centimeter. Same way EQ is 3 centimeter. So EQ is, this is 3 centimeter. Same way PF is 3.6. So PF, this is 3.6 centimeter. Same way FR is 2.4 centimeter. FR is 2.4 centimeter. Here we need to use the converse of BPT theorem. Nothing but we need to prove PE by EQ is equal to PF by FR. So separately I will be showing you. So let's take PE by EQ. Now divide these both. PE is 3.9 divided by EQ is 3. So 3 ones are 3, 3 ones are 3, 3 threes are 9. So it is 1.3. Same way now PF by FR. So PF by FR is equal to, PF is 3.6 divided by FR is 2.4. So into 10 is equal to 36 by 24. Why? Because the points gets removed. Next 2 ones are 2 twos are 4. 2 ones are 2, 2 8s are 16. Then again 2 table, 2 6 are 12, 2 9s are 18, 3 2s are 6, 3 3s are 9. I get 3 by 2. So 3 by 2 is nothing but 2 1s are 2, 1.0, 2 5s are 10. Nothing but 1.5. Now you compare this and this. 1.3 is not equal to 1.5. So nothing but PE by EQ is not equal to PF by FR. So I can tell that EF is not parallel to QR. Now third subdivision. Same way again, draw a PQR triangle. PQR. E is the point on PQ and F is the point on PR. So in this information they gave PQ is 1.28. So this is 1.28 centimeter and PR is 2.56 centimeter. So PR, this is 2.56 centimeter and PE is 0.18. So this is 0.18 centimeter and PF is 0.36 centimeter. So PF is 0.36 centimeter. Now again we need to join this. EF is parallel to QR. Same, again we need to use the converse of BPT theorem. Now in this case I can tell this divided by this should be equal to this divided by this. So PE divided by PQ is equal to PF divided by PR. So first PE divided by PQ. So PE is 0.18 divided by PQ is 1.28. Into 100 into 100 will be 18 by 128 because points are removed. Again 2 table, 2 9s are 18, 2 6 are 12, 2 4s are 8. It is not divisible by 3 tables, so write 9 by 64 as it is. Next, PF by PR. So PF is 0.36 by PR is 2.56. So again multiply by 100. The points will be removed. So 36 by 256. So again 2 table. 2 1s are 2, 1, 2 8s are 16. 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, 1, 2 8s are 16. Again 2 table. 2 9s are 18. 2 6s are 12. 2 4s are 8. So now we got 9 by 64. You can see in this case 9 by 64 is equal to 9 by 64. Nothing but I can tell PE divided by PQ is equal to PF by PR. So by converse of BPT theorem I can tell that EF is parallel to QR. The third question says, in given figure, if LM is parallel to CB and LN is parallel to CD, prove that AM by AB is equal to AN by AD. So LM is parallel to CB. So LM is parallel to CB. So this is parallel to this. Same way LN is parallel to CD. So this LN is parallel to CD. So again in this triangle, this is parallel to this. In this triangle, this is parallel to this. We need to prove AM by AB is equal to AN by AD. So first we will write given. Given is what? LM is parallel to CB and LN is parallel to CD. Now to prove is AM by AB is equal to AN by AD. Now proof. First take triangle ABC. So in triangle ABC, we know that LM is parallel to BC. So in the proof, it is AM by AB, means this by the whole. So we need to take like this only. In ABC, I can write AM by AB is equal to AL by AC. AL by AC. This is by BPT theorem. Same way in triangle ACD, in the right side you can see AN by AD. This by total. So you need to take like this. So AN by AD is equal to AL by AC. So by BPT theorem. So let this be 1 and this be 2. Now you compare this and this, you can see the right hand side is equal. Now I can tell the left hand side also will be equal. So from 1 and 2 I can tell AM by AB is equal to AN by AD. Nothing but we got the 2 proval. To prove, see AM by AB, AM by AB, AN by AD, AN by ID. So hence proved. This sum completes here. In the upcoming videos, I will be discussing the weightage of this chapter in your exams. The remaining sums I will continue in the next video. I hope you understood the today's concept. Do like, share and subscribe and press the bell icon so that you get the notification of my videos. Thank you. Jai Hind.